Hello, and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel. Trump has been acquitted for the second time, for the second impeachment, by the same lady, from the same House of Representatives. Okay, mostly the same House of Representatives. That means not only can he run for office again, which I guess he could have anyways, but it also means that Nancy Pelosi now has to face the facts that Trump has been acquitted twice. Yes, twice. She has failed to acquit the same man, or she would call him a D-man, twice. In record time, she has embarrassed herself, she's embarrassed the nation, she has desecrated the United States Constitution, and she has shown herself to be an utter failure 2 times in less than 2 years. By going up against an innocent man. Why do I say innocent? Because he's been acquitted twice. Now she is harumphing all the way to the, I don't know, I was going to say bank, but that makes no sense at all. Take a look at what she has to say. Pelosi blasts McConnell and cowardly group of Republicans in the Senate after Trump impeachment acquittal. Well, why wouldn't he be acquitted? He didn't do what he was charged. House Speaker, the essence of losers, Nancy Pelosi. That's right, she's lost 2 acquittal cases. If she was in law, you would say she is 0-2. Giant loser. The Democrat from California blasted Senate Republicans as cowards who refused to stand up to former President Trump and find him guilty of the impeachment trial. In the impeachment trial, because he wasn't guilty, and not everybody wanted to play along with the lies. 7 of them did. 7 of them did want to look at the Constitution and say, we're going to impeach a president who's not the president. That will not, I was going to say will come back to bite them, but it's like, no, it's already biting us. You've already caused the damage. What we saw in that Senate today was a cowardly group of Republicans, said the loser Pelosi, of the majority of the Senate who found Trump not guilty of incitement of insurrection. Okay, so she's a loser, let's face it. And look at this. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. And yeah, they don't show her picture of not smiling now. Trump acquitted in a second impeachment trial because he didn't do it. And here they are wearing masks, sitting right next to each other. Remember when we were told that was bad? And no, that's not 6 feet. Let's get in there a little bit closer, old person. They're not afraid. Fear not, fear not. You're going to be just fine. Is that a nose I see? I probably shouldn't say. I don't want to be picking on his nose. Okay, now, finally, let's do this. He's back. Trump celebrates. Yes, we actually hear him speak again. Trump celebrates acquittal in the Senate. Oh, my poor widow computer. Trump celebrates acquittal Senate trial, foreshadows political future. Much to share, yes. This has been yet another phase of the greatest witch hunt in history, Trump said. Did I sound just like him when I did his impersonation? Probably not. Former President Donald Trump. Yes, former president. You can't be impeached if you're well. On Saturday, thanked his lawyers and the senators who voted against the impeachment conviction. Oh, let's just get to what he said. I want to first thank my team of dedicated lawyers. Oh, okay, that's very sweet. And others for their tireless work of upholding justice and defending the truth, which they did. Yay, bravo on them. My deepest thanks as well to the United States senators and members of Congress who stood proudly for the Constitution. We all revere. Oh, we don't all revere it. There are plenty out there who don't. Ask Nancy Pelosi, you know, the 2-time mega loser. And for the sacred legal principles at the heart of our country, which are being ripped out from their very corpuscles. I know that's probably the wrong word. He added, this has been yet another phase of the greatest witch hunt in the history of our country. No president has ever gone through anything like it. Yep, that's true. That is 100% unarguable. And it continues because our opponents cannot forget the almost 75 million people, the highest number ever for a sitting president, who voted for us just a few short months ago. Before the Capitol was filled with 27,000 armed military guards and surrounded the capital city with fences that had razor wire on the top. Before America started looking like that. Before cancel culture was unleashed to degrees that everybody is now living in fear of what they're going to say, regardless of what side you're on. Yes, that America, not the one that exists now, where gas prices are going higher and higher, and the only thing higher than the gas prices are the fumes. Trump did not make any statements during the impeachment trial. And his statement Saturday is his first all week. The vote said, yeah, because he's coming back, baby. Our historic, patriotic, and beautiful moment to make America great again has only just begun, he said. In the months ahead, I have much to share with you, and I look forward to continuing our incredible journey together to achieve American greatness for all of our people. There has never been anything like it. Yeah, and neither has what's come to follow it. Again, 27,000 armed guards put there by the military in order to allow the democratically elected in a free and fair and open election to be sworn in with no people and razor wire fences surrounding the city. That's never happened in a free country before. And it still hasn't. Free countries don't do that. You can't look to another country and say, hey, didn't you just have a free and fair open election? Why, yes, we did. Then what's the deal with surrounding the city with all of the fences and razor wire and the 27,000 armed military troops for your leader that you say has received more votes than anybody in history? You don't find that a little fishy? Whether they find it fishy or not, you cannot point to a country in the free world that's ever done that, and that remains just as true today. Now you might be thinking, oh, but they had to do it. They had to do it because of that insurrection that took place at the Capitol. There was no insurrection. There was a riot. There were people that broke in, and they were all unarmed. And now we know that of all the people that died, we only know the cause of death of one of them. And that, of course, was Ashley Babbitt. I think that's her name. I hope I got it right. Yeah. Everybody else wasn't directly caused by the events that took place there. And if you go to National Geographic's page, National Geographic has an article up about the 20th Amendment, which is the one that switched the inauguration from March 4th to January 20th. And in the opening headline, it makes point that it was an armed insurrection. And I looked hard, far and wide, and there is no one saying that it's an armed insurrection or that anybody was armed outside of National Geographic. And of course, there's no way to contact them because, trust me, I looked. And the lady, oh, it's so funny, her regular gig, besides working at National Geographic, is a fact checker. Isn't that a hoot? The fact checker puts in something without facts, as they like to say, without evidence. Yeah. So welcome to the world we live in now. Can Trump resurrect it in 2024? That's a tough call. Look at what we've lost in America in the last few months. I'm not going to do the whole list right now because I want to make another video on it, but, make an account of your own. If you live in California in particular, you can kind of go to church thanks to the Supreme Court kind of letting you do it. Well, the troubles and woes. But he did it, and she didn't. Trump was acquitted twice. There have now been 4 impeachments of presidents. 2 of them failed by the same woman, Nancy Pelosi. Well done. You are now in the history books, not just for being the Speaker of the House multiple times, doing it without male genitals, but also majorly effing up and acquitting 2 different presidents. She didn't acquit him. Oh, she did. For he could not have been acquitted without her first starting the steps to impeachment, to which she's the one that ignored all of the due process rules. So, yeah. Was justice served? That's a tough call to make. But I will say this. She's in the history books now for acquitting a president that she wanted to destroy twice. Well done indeed, Nancy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the future.